Hello, everyone. Welcome to Soulprism podcast, where we share bite-sized nuggets of wisdom for your body, mind, and soul to serve you, the emerging soulpreneur. My name is Tammy Mack, and I'm really excited because I have not done a new moon or a full moon show in probably over a year. So I thought I'd bring it back because this year I decided that I'm really going to be using the moon in my business. And so I started tracking the moon and the cycles and really using the elements and the gates in my business. And I will be sharing more about this in the Soulprism community that is opening up this month. I'm super excited to share that with everyone. This has been a long time. I've been talking about it for a long time. In the membership, it's going to be human design, astrology, gene keys, and embodiment practices to really support you as a soulpreneur. So it's not just tactics and strategies and copy my template. It really is connecting to your own source of wisdom, connecting you to your strategy, and using the planets, using the astrology as a heads up as to what everyone is moving through as a collective consciousness through Western astrology. So we have a new moon in Capricorn on January 11th and 12th, and it's still all about dreaming. We are in the quarter of calibration, recalibration, which means we're using this time to dream into being. We're using this time to really create capacity and really taking care of our kidneys and our bladder health so that we have that root chakra really grounded, really healthy, so that we can be the creative spark in our lives and in our clients' lives as well. So let's get into the presentation here. Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn. Now, Capricorns is so considered the corporate Capricorns, right? Because they're like, you got to work, bitch, you got to work hard. It really is about the big corporations, the big institutions, health, science, banking, education, right? Like all of those big systems that held us for a very, very long time, nurtured and supported us. But let's be real, we really outgrown them, and it's time to create a new way of being. And so I'm really excited to be the leader of the new way of this Capricorn energy. And it's not about really working hard and hustling hard, as we've been conditioned to be. That doesn't mean you're not gonna work, doesn't mean you're not gonna have hustle times, but it really is connected to your sense of service, your sense of integrity, your sense of sustainability, and not what everyone else is doing, connected to our limited ego and what everyone else is doing. So yes, the corporate Capricorns are the hardest workers of the zodiac, and they love nothing more than getting ahead in life, in quotation marks, because what does that really even mean anymore, right? What does that even mean? Getting ahead of what? Getting ahead of who, right? So we're definitely going to be changing the language, the vibration, and the energy around what Capricorns are here to bring. So in astrology, Capricorn is connected to the earth element. So it's very grounded. It's still very sensual, grounded in the five senses. It's what we can touch, what we can taste, what we can feel, what we can hear, right? It's really connected to the 3D plane. Now, it is a cardinal sign, meaning that this Capricorn is here to initiate. It's here to be a leader. And yet the way that Capricorns are meant to lead is meant to lead through a dream. Sometimes it's through a shared dream, because this cardinal sign is also connected to legacy, and it's connected to generational legacies. So what our generation is really moving through. The ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn, and Saturn is the timekeeper, right? It's the timekeeper. It's this very masculine energy of, you got to put your time in, you have to learn your lessons. And if you learn your lessons, then you're going to get the blessings from Jupiter. But it really is keeping you in a state of, this is going to take some time for you to really master what it is that you're here to master, because Capricorns really are all about mastery and doing the work that it takes to gain that mastery. So Capricorns are ambitious, they are determined, they have perseverance, they are materialistic, and in their body, they are strong. I am a Capricorn rising, and I am the epitome of a Capricorn body. I used to CrossFit. I am a long distance runner. I am definitely a Capricorn body. Now, the thing about Capricorns is that they will keep on going when others give up. If you look at the mighty mountain goat, and I was going to have a picture of the mountain goat, but the mountain goat is able to climb these crazy mountains, and like the ledges are like inches, but they are so determined and focused, and they've done this before, like tried and true, and they are able to climb these mountains and live in this rocky environment, because they have, well, stood the test of time. So Capricorns, they tend to keep small circles, and they're loyal and supportive of their friends and loved ones. And the reason why they are the way that they are is because on the other axis of the Capricorn is the Cancer, right? The 10th house and the 4th house of house and home. And so as Capricorns, we really value loyalty. We value safety, comfort, kind of sometimes, though, playing in our safety zone at times. But they really like a luxurious life full of comfort and success. Now, Capricorns are grounded. As I said, they're connected to the earth element, and sometimes focus on the shadow, as I said, of staying safe, staying comfortable, staying in their comfort zone, right? Rather than aspiring to higher potential. Sometimes it's because, man, work takes energy, right? Having big dreams, having big goals takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of courage to be able to go the distance, right? This is the long game. Capricorns are here to play the long game. They are here to create legacies in their lifetime. And so for many Capricorns that don't feel the call, they may stay in their comfort zones, but still have that urge, that yearning to hit those potentials in whatever way that it feels good to them. So if we look at Capricorn in the tarot, which I absolutely love to do, we see that Capricorn is depicted by the devil card. And a lot of people like, oh, the devil card, that's super scary. But it's not. It's not. It's actually connected to this being married to your job, right? Being married to your dream. And so Capricorns are the workaholics, right? Like I have the song, You Gotta Work, Bitch by Britney Spears, right? Like it's that drive that actually is enjoyable to them, right? It's actually enjoyable, but they don't have, they may not have the balance, the harmony of house and home and work, right? That work-life balance. And so the tarot card pictures Pan, which is a half man, half goat nature god. He's a deity, and he reigns over the dark and the fury hell. Now, hell as in your life, right? You are either creating heaven on earth, or and not, it's not either or, but like heaven on earth as its highest form, and hell, right? Your everyday hell, waking up doing the same thing over and over and over again, and not living an inspired life, right? So are you choosing heaven, or are you choosing hell? And I love this because if you look at the card, it also has Adam and Eve, right? It has Adam and Eve. Eve is looking forward, and sometimes Eve could be looking up at times, like for the divine inspiration. And as the feminine, right? She is the vessel. She is connecting to source. She is looking outwards, while Adam, the masculine, is looking at Eve for guidance, right? Now, this is really, really powerful. Adam is looking at Eve for guidance. So it's almost like she's the vessel, she's the container, she is the one that brings in, or our feminine side, really opens up and allows. And then the masculine side is like, okay, what do I need to do? Right? What do I need to do? And so it's this beautiful dance between the two. So Capricorn's constant need to get to the top, right? No matter what. But this can often feel as though that they are sisters and brothers of circumstances. And so once again, it's this, who are you doing it for? Right? How are you conditioned? How are you influenced by others? And what is your truth? Why is it that you are really wanting to reach those potentials? Is it your own connection to wanting to gain that mastery? Is it your own connection to wanting to create a legacy, your footprint on earth? Like, what is it that is juicing you up? Right? What is it that your sacral is saying yes to? What is it that your strategy is saying yes to? And is it aligned with your truth, or is it aligned to what everyone else is doing, or what you think you should be doing, right? And so really coming back to self, coming back to the creatrix and not the sister circumstance. So much like the mountain goat's tireless and eternal work ethic, the need and greed of material wealth. The devil's all about feeling trapped, stuck, and creating our own personal hell. So next time you pull that card, really take a look at your ego. Really take a look at your patterns, your addictions, perhaps, and and comparison, and why it is that you are doing what it is that you're doing. And is it creating heaven on earth, or is it creating hell? So now let's look at it through the lens of human design. As we see, gate 61 is in the crown center, right? It's right up here in the crown center in the gate 61. So we connect to it, right? It's really connecting to our inner truth. And so this is really, the gate 61 energy is embracing that Wonder Woman energy, that Wonder Woman power. Like, I wonder, right? Like, real women wonder. We open it up and we wonder. To your inner truth is your superpower. It's about confidently standing on your own Mount Olympus of ideas, radiating authenticity and purpose. This energy propels you not to just dream big, but to live your truth out loud. This is really connected to your individuality and your truth. Now, what I really love about this, it's still dreaming, right? Like, there's no action up here. There's no action from the root. It really is still in your imagination. It really is dreaming into being. We're still in the quarter of recalibration, meaning we're dreaming this into being. We're visualizing. So the shadow side of this, however, is the why trap, right? Why is this happening to me? Anybody who is a victim or a sister or brother circumstance is always wondering, why is this happening to me instead of for me as the creatrix, right? To me. And so they can get stuck in their sorry, they can get stuck in their sorry, sad story, right? And looking for pity, looking for any way to really build on that story, right? Like building on that story. And so they can get really stuck in that overthinking of that why spiral of bitterness and addictions and rationalizing everything, right? Like creating a story for the reason why this happened to me. This happened to me because da 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 da, right? You'll really see that with people that have this in their energetic blueprint, right? And when they're in their shadow, or when they're tired or when they're depleted or when they're still, quite a victim of their stories. And so it's like constantly asking your GPS for directions, but never really hitting the road, right? Because you're stuck in your patterns, you're stuck in a rut. So the keywords for this is inner truth, authenticity, empowerment, really looking at the big picture and having an innocence, like a childlike wonder of, I wonder what, I wonder if, I wonder how, like really just opening up instead of staying in your narrow thinking. Now, as I said before, we're going to bring in the gate 62 because this is really what's going to ground us. This is like I call it laying the groundwork or the prep work. And this is where you like ground your wondrous ideas with some serious work, right? Remember, you're still in that dream time. So it's not like that hustle work as much as like getting really clear on yourself, right? This is where you have skills to sharpen your strategies and get ready to conquer the world and serve in your soul-based business. We do this by really creating for me, it's like creating vision boards, really imagining, really opening myself up to wondering, I wonder what this feels if this would happen. I wonder what this would look like if, right? And really opening myself up to possibilities and potentials is really going to serve you well in this new moon. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking like back in the day when we were like Boy Scouts or Girl Guides, and you were sewing on badges, right? So like sewing on your badge or preparation like a good Girl Scout. Wear your tiara of inner truth, and let's make this new moon your launching pad. Remember that in the world of soulpreneurship, your truth is your trademark and your readiness is your resilience. So let's do this. So I created as a few things that we could do during this new moon, how we can work with this. And so the first thing, of course, is this is the perfect time to create your 2024 vision board, right? I want more in 2024. That's kind of the way that I created mine. If you can see behind me, I actually created mine January 1st. When I was working in mental health and addictions at the hospital, I decided that we were just going to do vision boards as a project because A, I wanted to make one myself, and B, I thought it was a great thing for people in addictions to actually do. So grab your glue stick, your scissors, your magazines, and do this online on Canva. Maybe if I have the energy, I'm not promising, but I have done a workshop quite a few times. I might have a recording somewhere, or I might have some templates that you can kind of go onto Canva or go wherever and like create your own visions with a template. Because sometimes that is easier to have a little structure so that you can dream bigger and not have to worry where everything goes. So not making any promises, but maybe I have one for you. So create a divine inspiration vision board. That's so awesome. It makes your other walls jealous. I got to tell you, I probably have one in every single room in my house, including the bathroom. So when I'm brushing my teeth, I have one in the bathroom. So the action step is to set a date for your vision board, whether you're doing it during the new moon, whether you're doing it on the weekend, what feels good to you. You can even invite, your friends, or if you want to do this yourself, perhaps some plant medicine might be your jam, perhaps some meditation, some music, some candles. You do you, boo, right? Whatever it is that is going to give you that space, that time, that energy for you to dream big, right? For you to use your imagination. and let the magic happen. So give your board a funny name and introduce it to your morning coffee routine, which I'm going to introduce this to you as well. So actually, I have to say that I got this from Karen Curry Parker in the Business by Human Design group that I'm in for a year. It's a great, amazing group where we meet Mondays and Fridays and we network and we connect to other soulpreneurs using human design in our business to create sustainability. So I am going to leave a link in the comments if this is something that you're interested in. It's something that I actually am, I'm going to be in the group. So if you want to join me in the group, because I truly believe that we all need mentors wherever, regardless where we are in our business. I love being in group containers myself. So imagine your inner muse is the coolest, wisest, and most inspiring buddy. Each morning, invite them over for a divine muse coffee date. And this is the action step. Spend the first 10 minutes of your day in your muse's company. Meditate, doodle, write, pull a card, and ask your business what it needs from you today, right? So when I do it, I pull a card, or sometimes I just journal. Keep a muse journal to document your creative, profound, or totally out there conversations. It's so much fun to look back at your journal at the end of the year. Behind me, I have journals from 2011 and up. Like I journal almost every single day. I have different journals for different things that I'm doing, whether it's my big dream idea, whether it's my business journal. Writing really allows you to get it out of your head, get it down on paper so that you're not constantly creating a pattern in your head and allowing it to go over and over and over again. Okay, so this is a great thing for you to start this year if it's something that you haven't done before, is ask your business on a daily basis, what is it that you want from me today? What is going to make me feel good? What is going to keep me sustainable, right? Really asking your business to tell you, because it is an entity. And the last thing that we can do is an energy spa day. So we're really connecting to our adrenals during the winter season. During the winter season in 5 element healing, it's the water, right? It's our water. So it's connected to our kidneys. It's connected to our bladder. It's connected to our ovaries. It's connected to our root chakra. And this is where a creative spark comes from, right? Our primordial chi, right, comes from this center. It's the spark that keeps our kidneys going. And so it's really, really important for you to build capacity in the winter season. This is why we have so much dream time. This is why it's darker now. We're given this time to rest. We're given this time to nourish. We're given this time to recalibrate. And so that we're building capacity right now so that we have the energy later in the year to take bold action, especially when we move into Aries season in April, right? So we're still in this dream time, but we can do, there's restorative yoga, there's yin yoga, you can be doing meditation, breath work, sleep. So treat yourself to some inner luxurious and grounding activities. So first of all, choose your spa treatment, whether it's a nature walk, in the snow, if it's not too cold, a slow food cook-off. Like I'm literally making bone broth right now. It's been boiling in my pressure cooker all day. It's going to be so delicious. And we are going to be doing like a yoga flow. So to honor your kidney and bladder meridians, here's 2 poses that you can do in your bed tomorrow. I have started a candlelight yoga practice in my bed every morning as a way to wake up really slowly but naturally. So 2 things that you can do is the Sphinx pose. And the Sphinx pose is pretty much laying on your stomach and then having your elbows beneath your shoulders and kind of just lifting up. So what it is a tiny, tiny back bend, but what it is, it's contracting your kidney, right? It's really squeezing that kidney energy, and then you're going to release it, right? So you might do the Sphinx pose for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then come into a happy baby to really release that pressure that you put on the kidneys. And it's really going to open up your front body as well. The second exercise that you can do in bed is happy baby. And so what you're doing is you're laying on your back. And you know, when a baby laying on his back has their feet up and they're holding onto their feet and they're kind of rocking, this is a great way to massage your kidneys, massage your lower back, but also it's going to open up your pelvis. It's going to open up your hamstring. It's going to be really stretching your legs. And so this is going to be working with the bladder meridian as well, and really opening up that pelvis so that you can create more capacity, really opening up your hamstring so it supports your low back. And so once again, you can hold that for a minute. You can even do legs on the wall if that's available to you, right? But anything to really open up your back body, open up your legs, and open up your hamstrings and into your pelvis, right? And so then after that, doing like a shavasana, going back to doing a child's pose, whatever feels good to you. But this is something that you could do every day. That's super easy, super nourishing for your kidneys and bladders. That's going to help you create that capacity so that you have that energy moving forward. So each day, check in with your energy when you're doing your journaling, right? Are you feeling crispy? Remember, this is the time to create that capacity in your adrenal energy, because we are still dreaming our lives into being. So I would like to create more in 2024. So interesting enough, I was invited and recognized as a projector to share my collages, to share my vision boards in an art gallery. So this is just a few, I had quite a few more, but there's me standing in an art gallery with my bathroom pictures. And for to me, I'm like, I don't know, this is just regular, but the art gallery thought it was art, and so invited me to share that. So I'm just saying, this is an opportunity for you to be creative. And being creative doesn't necessarily have to be hard. It can be whatever it is that you want it to be. So I really want to work together in 2024. And so 2 things that you could do this month to support yourself is to book a soul session. Now, I highly recommend booking a soul session in January so that we can really either if you've never had your human design chart read before, let's start with that, right? Let's start with the basic. Let's start with your energy type. Let's start with your profile lines, the way that you take in energy, the way that you share energy, and let's work on your strategy, the way that you were designed to make your decisions in alignment with your energy in your body. So if you've had a human design chart done before, or you feel comfortable in yours, then we can dive even deeper in these soul sessions. We can go deeper into the astrology, we can go deeper into the gene keys, we can do some channeling, we can do some quantum alignment healing, where we're really tackling some of the patterns or some of the stories that you have, right? Doing some of the healing. As a projector, I'm here to see you inch wide, mile deep. Truly, that's what I'm here to do in a compassionate way that is going to really help you see yourself in a new light, because a lot of times we only see ourselves in one way. We're not open to perhaps the way that I see you, right? I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass, but I am going to show you what is possible, what I feel that your potential could be, and whether or not this is something that feels good to you. Because at the end of the day, you are your own hero, right? You are the one that knows yourself the most, but sometimes you need someone to come in with a flashlight and show you things that maybe you have missed. Another way that we can work together is to join the Soulprism community membership. I've been talking about this for years. It's finally happening. This membership is a year-long membership. And if you are part of the beta, meaning if you sign up between I believe it's January 12th until my birthday on January 27th, you're going to get a 50% off discount for the entire year as a founding member. Okay, as a founding member, you're going to get 50% off if you sign up between those dates. This is my birthday present to you. And so in this membership, this is going to be human design, gene keys, astrology, soulpreneur supports, and embodiment practices, right? Real somatic embodiment practices so you can connect to healing your own body, so you can connect to feeling what is true, what is right, what is in alignment in your own body. And doing some healing, whether it's breath work, whether it's qigong, whether it's yoga, whether it's dance, whatever, I'm going to be bringing in facilitators to work with us as well. I'm super excited about that. And so I invite you, join us in Soulprism community. I'm really, really, really excited. This is an amazing price, so much value, and yet, you choose your adventure. Right? You choose your adventure. You go as deep as you want. There's no pressure whatsoever. The information is there for you. And it's kind of like Netflix style, binge style, where they're really short modules. And so you can just search for, say, if you're a projector, or you're a generator, or if you're curious about your soul purpose gene key or your vocation gene key, it's set up in a way that is really easy for you and really practical for you to understand. And there's workbooks as well. And then also, I know that sometimes I talk a lot about astrology and you're like, I have no idea what that even means. I got you, boo, because I'm also creating an astrology course that is going to bridge the human design and astrology so that you can really see it in a bigger picture. Once again, going inch wide, mile deep into your astrology, into your house systems, and really fine tuning if that feels right for you. So I'm really excited about this membership, and I can't wait to open the doors to all of you on the new moon. Okay, that is it, everyone. I hope that you have an amazing week, an amazing new moon, and sign up for my newsletter so that you can get the invitation, so that you can get the discount into the Soulprism community. And have a wonderful day.